You can't stop living beautifully. The most expensive items belonging to Kim Jong-un. Greetings. Today, we will talk about Kim Jong-un and also touch on the topic of expensive things and huge expenses of the North Korean leader. From what product with a total cost of $67,000 the ruler of North Korea seriously got fat? What secret party facility the intelligence reported to the outside world? Is it true that Kim Jong-un spends on his wife as much as North Koreans earn in 1 year? Be sure to watch the video to the very end so you don't miss anything important. Luxury food and alcoholic beverages. As you may have noticed, the leader of North Korea does not lack in food, and this is taking into account the fact that most of the country's residents are malnourished and below the poverty line. By the way, Kim Jong-un not only alternates his diet, but also spends cosmic sums on his food and drinks. Take, for example, the regular meals served to the DPRK leader. In this regard, Kim Jong-un can boast of meat delicacies of the highest quality: beef, pork, foie gras; seafood, the man is very fond of lobster; delicacies, Iranian caviar. The exact amount of expenses for such luxury is difficult to calculate, but it is known for sure that it is millions of dollars every year. Did you know that Kim Jong-un is just crazy about cheese? It is known that a few years ago he ordered cheeses totaling over $67,000. It was from this product that the ruler of the DPRK gained a decent number of kilograms in weight. There are even rumors that the man's ankles simply could not withstand such a load and burst. The following can be said about alcohol. Kim Jong-un spends at least $30 million annually on these drinks, and the latter are only elite. Most of all, the man pays attention to Bordeaux, whiskey and cognac. Luxury goods. It should be noted that Kim Jong-un tries to develop in many areas of life. It is no secret that the leader of the DPRK loves music, movies, sports. Let's talk about each of them in order. So, the man has at his disposal a piano and synthesizers in the amount of 36 pieces. On their purchase and installation took more than $170,000. According to some reports, it took about $6 million for other instruments and equipment. Finally, Kim Jong-un has his own 13-piece orchestra, female violinists. The only embarrassing thing is the uselessness of keyboard musical instruments. After all, the North Korean leader plays piano and synthesizers rather poorly, although he appreciates music of different genres. It turns out that the instruments are unnecessary. Perhaps you didn't know, but Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il, was very fond of movies. He even kept a whole collection of blockbusters totaling over $600,000. Among these movies are the well-known Titanic, Rambo, Godzilla, and others. And in total, there are over 30,000 blockbusters in the collection. To perpetuate the memory of his father, on the orders of Kim Jong-un, built a personal cinema. It has a capacity of 1,000 seats. Now let's talk about sports. Kim Jong-un has been addicted to basketball since his early years. The most interesting thing is that at the moment there are no North Korean basketball teams at the ruler's disposal. Kim Jong-un believes that the local population doesn't play this sport very well. But an alternative has been found. The man bought a player from his favorite team, the Harlem Globetrotters. It is also important that Kim Jong-un maintains friendly relations with former NBA star Dennis Rodman, an American. The latter visits North Korea whenever possible. In addition to basketball, Kim Jong-un is quite positive about golf. That is why the ruler of North Korea has several golf courses at his disposal. Kim Jong-un allocated $3 million for their construction. And after all, we should not forget about the maintenance of these facilities. Such a price is about several $100,000 annually. Personal transportation. Most likely, you guessed that Kim Jong-un owns all kinds of transportation, and this is really true. The leader of North Korea boasts expensive cars, trains, yachts, and even a private plane. First of all, Kim Jong-un has his favorite car brand, Mercedes-Benz S600. This car was purchased by a man for $1,600,000. The car is unique in all technical characteristics and even armoured. Also, in the personal garage of the DPRK leader, there are more than 100 cars of various brands and luxury class. Secondly, there is a whole railroad network on the territory of North Korea. Kim Jong-un rolls along it to control the country and at the same time to visit North Korean factories. Train cars are not just made of the highest quality, but are also able to save passengers from bullets and shrapnel in critical situations. It is known that the cost of one car is $1.5 million, and the train moves at 60 km per h due to its heavy weight. Thirdly, Kim Jong-un owns several yachts. Especially worth paying attention to the Princess yacht. The price of such a sea transport up to 30 meters long with all the comforts is up to $8 million. But not so long ago, intelligence reported on a secret object. It turned out that Kim Jong-un owns a barge designed exclusively for parties. Its length is more than 30 meters. It is only known that from time to time she floats in the middle of North Korean coasts. Fourth, the ruler of the DPRK does not do without a private plane. Inside such transportation, there is a lot of luxurious items, crystal ashtrays, leather sofas, etc. The total cost of such pleasure is more than $1 million. While the maintenance of airplanes is up to $50 million a year. All the necessary conditions for a comfortable and carefree life. Now we find out where Kim Jong-un lives and what items, including gifts for his wife, he buys. All of this costs a decent amount of money too. Well, let's delve a little deeper into the topic at hand. What is striking is the palaces in which the North Korean leader lives. Just for a minute, there are about 17 of them. Each of them has lakes, islands, airfields, and racetracks. Speaking of the latter, Kim Jong-un's holdings contain thoroughbred horses. The man even purchased horses in Russia in the amount of 12 pieces. It took about $75,000. To avoid boredom, on the orders of Kim Jong-un, many amusement parks, amusement rides, and even a ski resort were built. According to official data, the construction of the amusement park in the capital of North Korea and the Munsu Water Park cost $100 million. It is known that Kim Jong-un is a passionate fan of wristwatches. Especially the man appreciates the Swiss-made watches. So the brand IWC cost the leader of North Korea for $14,000. The official wife of Kim Jong-un, Lee Sol-ju, is always in the center of attention of her husband. It is safe to say that the woman does not complain about material well-being. Kim Jong-un gives Lee Sol-ju a full program. Just imagine a woman's handbag for $1,600, Christian Dior. And by today's standards, this is equal to the average annual salary of a North Korean resident. In addition to handbags of world brands, Kim Jong-un gives his wife luxurious dresses. There is no need to worry about health issues. Along with luxurious expensive gifts, as well as huge annual spending, Kim Jong-un took care of the most important thing, his health. First, the DPRK leader turned to the services of plastic surgery to look younger than his years. After that, despite his official marriage, the man acquired a harem of several hundred healthy women, the so-called pleasure squad, capable of leading